Hey everybody, Dr. Mike Ma here, telling you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. Today we're gonna talk about vaping. Now, these things right here. So talk about telling you something that you don't necessarily want to hear. So what is the problem with vaping? Let me first start out by telling you what is happening every time you smoke one of these vapes. So when you smoke something that contains nicotine, you are basically introducing something that can override the hardware of your brain. You take a drag of a vape, it gets absorbed into your bloodstream, it enters your brain, it causes a release of dopamine. So what is this vape doing to your mental health? Every time you introduce something that is artificially increasing your dopamine, while you are away from this device or this chemical or whatever, your body is then going into something that is known as a dopamine deficit. That is what we call cravings. So every time that we're away from the vape, we feel some sort of level of distress that is only relieved from engaging in the behavior that is bringing our dopamine back up. A lot of you guys can relate. I'm at a party, I'm literally anywhere, I don't have my vape, I'm not feeling as pleasurable or as engaged because my dopamine level is artificially in a deficit because of a lack of this device that is boosting it up way above our baseline. So you're gonna pay significant consequences. Every time you don't have this device with you, you're going to be craving it. Some proportion of your attention will be geared to the next time you can acquire it, and who knows? The only time that you actually experience pleasure or even feel at your baseline is when you get a break to actually smoke this vape. Do you want to be put in a position where your level of pleasure, your level of being present and engaged in the actual activity that you are engaged with is dependent on this device? Absolutely not. These things carry a high level of dependence. The best bet is quitting it. There's ways to do that. Nicotine patches, Wellbutrin, and other. Do not be a slave to the device. Do not be a slave to the vape. You want to be able to engage meaningfully in your life, feel normal levels of dopamine. Dopamine is all about motivated behavior. So every time you engage in a behavior like smoking, which is literally damaging your lungs, it's damaging your blood vessels, it's increasing the risks of having all sorts of illnesses. When that behavior is rewarded by a hit of dopamine modulated through nicotine, you are literally reinforcing a self-defeating, disgusting behavior that is going to hurt your body. It's gonna take years off your life, it's gonna damage your lungs, it's gonna damage your blood vessels, it's gonna lead to all sorts of problems and overall diminish the longevity of your life, the quality of your life, and your health. So stay away from these things. And if anybody is watching, don't put yourself in a position where you introduce some sort of chemical into your body that's going to override your hardware, in which you feel compelled to smoke something that's gonna damage yourself over and over again throughout the day. Stop the vaping. If you guys are interested in ways to discontinue the vaping, leave comments down below. I'm happy to explain it. Dr. Mike Ma, telling you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. Thank you.